What if I told you you could just upload a PDF of your story, whether it's a book, a script, any written story, and then sometimes days, maybe weeks later, depending on the length of your project, you'll get back a full-length film, whether it's photorealistic, animated, any style you want, according to your vision. That is exactly what VIP production does. And to make it clear, you do not have to use our VIP production service. We're the team behind Creatorwood, and we've made the Movie Machine, which is a self-service platform that allows you to work with AI to really become a director of your film, to ultimately go from story idea all the way to complete film made with AI, counting edits. That's amazing. But many of you, myself included, don't have that much time. I am very busy. You are probably very busy too. And you might be thinking, I really want to get my book, my script turned into a film. I really want it to be a short film. Maybe it's a movie. Maybe it's an episodic series. But I don't have time to use the Movie Machine. And candidly, the Movie Machine is an amazing technology, but you can't just press a button and get a movie. Like, you're going to press a button, get your storyboard, get your director's notes, but it's going to take time to get the film you want. That's a beautiful thing. It doesn't take that much time. Maybe it takes a couple hours to get a good minute of footage. Incredible that is. But still, it takes time to learn the tool. It's pretty easy to use, candidly. Doesn't take that much time, but it takes time. And it's also going to take time to understand what you want in a film, right? What it's like to be a producer, to actually see the film you want come to life. What should those shots be? Exactly how should it be? And not everyone knows what great visual storytelling looks like. So if you're in that camp, you're like, I don't know if I have a lot of time. This feels like a lot to take on, but I know I want my story to come to life. Whether you want to just watch with family and friends, whether you want to turn it to a business, distribute it to a streamer, upload it to the Creatorwood platform and start to make some money, whatever you want to do, you might want someone else to make your film for you. And that's what the VIP production team is here for. So I'm going to walk you through the phases here of how we do things and be fully transparent in our process. Because one, this is a similar process that if you want to make your film yourself, you're going to follow. And if you want us to make your film for you, the beauty is the VIP production team will really invest in creating awesome experiences for the best possible price and best possible value, which is what the VIP production team does. We have folks in our team who have literally decades of filmmaking experience. We are collectively certainly the best studio at being able to produce these types of things. But we're not a studio in a traditional sense. We don't take rights to your content. We don't do any of that. We don't take any ownership. All we do is produce something for you that we hope you love. We have a money back guarantee if you don't love it. And you can then share that with the world anywhere. Full rights, all of it's yours. You maybe could call us the People Studio, or what we call ourselves is VIP Production. With all that said, let's dive into these phases. I want you to understand how the process works. And then in the end, I'll share with you how you, if you want to actually have our VIP production team make your film for you, exactly how we can do it. So they'll be actually reading through your project and they'll be taking notes on the story, key things that are happening, wardrobes, setting changes, all this stuff. They'll be taking note of it so that when we actually use the Movie Machine to create your film, we're understanding if it's right or not. We're understanding what needs to be changed. So that's the foundation intake. And really, we rely on you in this phase to give us your story file. That's super important. And to give us any notes on what you want. Like, do you want your film to be photorealistic so it looks like real life? Do you want it to be animated? It's up to you what you want it to be. This is the stage where we really need that input from you so that we're guiding this film correctly. Next is the character and world building phase, what we can call director's notes. I love this phase. Seriously, love it. This is where we really get the visual foundation of your film laid out. How your characters sound, how your characters look, what settings are going to be in your film, how your settings look, different wardrobes, different props and objects. And essentially, we make this all for you based on your film using AI or using your story. Based on your story, we do it. And then you get to say, hey, do I want to make a change or not? So you get actually to review the director's notes. We don't just go make your film and then present it to you. You get input at every step of the process. So our team does this for you. We have a talented team of quality control people who actually review everything that your project lead does so that before it even gets to you, we've had 2 people review it and 2 people make edits and actually really focus on adapting your story to film in a way that's awesome. Next is the storyboarding phase. Depending on the length of a project, usually director's notes take just a couple days. Storyboarding could take anywhere from a couple days to even sometimes maybe a couple weeks if it's like a really long project. If we're talking about like a 7 or 8 hour film, that's going to take, some time for us to get through, right? But what happens here is we take the storyboard the Move Machine generates automatically. It breaks down every shot in your film. We read through it. We change things that need to be changed. We adjust different shots. We adjust different scenes. And then we generate start frames that maintain the consistency of your characters, settings, and objects. And most importantly, actually show the visual progression of your story. So we create all these for you. You review them. You give us your feedback. We make the changes. And then we head on to the next step, which is where the magic really begins. We generate your video and we actually edit it with not just video itself, but audio, music, sound effects, and dialogue, of course, sounding like your characters sound. A lot of fun things happen in this step. We cut shots to make sure that they not only are smooth, the story progresses smoothly visually, but that there's no wasted time, that the action moves along. The action maybe is slower in moments too, where it needs to breathe. And we have a team of really talented people who are really thinking like producers and acting like your producer that you're able to hire for a rate that is truly incredible, because for us, we're investing in growing this ecosystem, and we win when there's more great AI films out in the world. So we want to make this accessible to everyone. Now, lastly is your review and revisions of the video generation step, which is often where it gets the most exciting. But also, I want to caution you, it is way easier to fix a lot of these key foundational things, like how a character looks, at an earlier step. So if you're coming in at this last step telling us, hey, Michael, I actually don't like how my main character looks, these are things that are very difficult for us to change at this step, because technically we should have changed that back in the director's note step. So this is where, we're going to be making more specific feedback on what shots do we like, what action feels weird, what dialogue do we want to sound different. That's kind of the feedback at this step. You've already given feedback on how characters look at earlier steps. And this is it. This is our process. You get the file and it's done. We also oftentimes help with marketing for folks who've been doing VIP production in our early days. We've been devoting part of the project budget that they pay us and that you could pay us into using paid ads to promote your film. I can't promise we'll be doing this type of promotion forever. So it's actually the best time now is to join VIP production, where we're actually really trying to reward our early people, not only making the films, but also marketing it for you. But I want to say a super important caveat. We do not make any guarantees of a financial return. A lot of people, especially in Hollywood, although I love many folks in Hollywood, many folks will say things like, hey, you work with me, we're going to make you famous. You work with me, we're going to make you all this money. What I say is, you work with us. I can't make any promises, except for we will do everything we can to give you a great film using our software. And yeah, of course you want to help share your film with the world, but we can't just magically get you 100 million viewers. That's not how this works. We can't magically promise you that you'll get your money back. So I wouldn't spend any money on this that you're not comfortable losing. And honestly, we can do a lot to share your film with the world, in terms of giving you advice, all the free content we have. And then also for some folks who are joining on early, we are helping promote their films. But at the end of the day, what really carries us all is a great story with really a story gap, which I'll link to that article below in this video, a story gap that viewers are super hungry for. And it's hard for us to take a story that people aren't super hungry for and turn it into a film that people are also super hungry for. The story is really the foundation of everything. And that's what we like to say, storytellers rule the world. Now, the beauty is that this is a price point that for many folks, especially if you're starting off making a pilot, maybe your first 10 or 20 minutes, it's a price point that many folks can afford. And that's our goal. We are constantly investing in making our processes better, making our technology better, and ultimately making everything cheaper and faster so that we can lower the barrier to entry for everyone. So it's really exciting times in filmmaking. If you want to get started with the VA production team, I'll include a link to literally just schedule a call directly with our team. Or if you want to just go and join now and actually get your project paid for, I'll include that link below too. So you can get all of it started below super easily. Our spots sell out fast. We regularly book up. At the time of recording, we're literally booked up for the next 45 days completely. We are not starting any new projects until 45 days from now. And we're about to sell out for 75 days from now, which is kind of crazy. So if you want to get your film made, now's the time to join and actually get in, because if you wait, odds are that we're not going to be able to actually make your film when you want to. So definitely either talk to our team or schedule time and get in our calendar now if if this is exciting for you. And yeah, we're just really grateful for you. We're really excited. And if you have any questions, reach out to us at hello@creatorwood.tv. That's our general support. Or if you want to talk specifically to our production team, you can reach out to us at production@creatorwood.tv. We're here to help answer your questions. Our process is exciting. We're excited to involve you in it. And we're excited to see your story come to life. With all that said, we'll see y'all soon. And don't forget, storytellers rule the world.